Hey guys, my name is Jasmine Marinsky. I'm a professional makeup artist and hairstylist, and today I'm here with Vanity Sanity to do our first makeup tutorial. I'll be using my lovely model, Maria. She's a great friend of mine, also a photographer. Check her out. What's your Instagram?
Mia Bukhari.
Check her out, guys. She's awesome. So today we're going to be doing a look inspired by the 2017 runway shows. Originally it was created by Val Garland. I'm going to do my little twist on it. I also just did this look on Hayley Law for the MMVA, so if you guys want to see that, I definitely check it out online. And without further ado, let's get started. So basically, I always have the model's hair off of their shoulders and away from their face. I use these really awesome butterfly clips from Ricky's that have a no crease, so if someone else has done the hair, you're not really jeopardizing their style by using these, and it also just keeps the hair out of the face so that you don't have to constantly kind of brush it aside. So I just put them on the sides here above the ears, and now it's easy breezy lemon squeezy. Also, we did a little bit of a prep before we started, so she cleansed her face. She also had her eyebrows recently tweezed, and so she has fresh skin and fresh brows. My favorite skincare regime is obviously toning and moisturizing. I'm going to be using the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toner just to tone her face so that everything is nice and neutralized and even. Toner is like my favorite toner ever. PS, might feel like a little bit of like a tingle on your skin, but it's just a really great balancing toner. We also prepped her lips with the MAC Lip Scrumptious Prepper in Candy Nectar, so none of the dry skin on her lips is there and they're feeling nice and moisturized. But I always recommend that you prep your model's lips right after you do a tone, just because then the moisturizer will have time to seep into the lips, and then if the look isn't something that has a glossy lip, you can always wipe it off and their lips will still be nice and hydrated. This is hyaluronic acid, 2%, and this is basically a moisturizer, but a really lightweight moisturizer. So I'll probably use this in combination with something else afterwards. And you just use a few drops and then massage into the face. It's really important that the model's skin is equally moisturized everywhere so that none of the makeup separates or looks flaky, and that everything just like sits into the skin as opposed to onto the skin. And that's with really any makeup application, but really specifically for this one because the focus is going to be brows and then the second focus is going to be skin. Alright guys, so I forgot to mention I used the Embryolozy on her skin right after I used the hyaluronic acid. And this again is just a really nice moisturizer. I used like a pearl size amount and just evenly all over the skin, including underneath the eyes, so that you got a really nice radiant glow. And look at her, she's glowing. She's glowing, girl. Okay, so first on the agenda, we're gonna tackle your dark circles, because I know you were saying that's something that you hate about your skin, and like it's something I never even noticed, but
oh no, they're so bad.
It's such an easy fix, and I'm actually going to show you a really cool little trick that I actually learned from an Indian bridal makeup tutorial. And so, have you ever used hot pink lipstick underneath your eyes?
No.
Right? So apparently, and I've used it on set, it actually really works. So you guys are gonna see
hot pink
firsthand. Yeah, hot pink. So essentially, the hot pink is gonna get covered up by concealer afterwards, but the hot pink is gonna neutralize the blue tones underneath your eyes. Typically, people can use orange as well, but the hot pink has orange in it, and I don't know if it's magic or what exactly it is that makes this work so well, but it's an awesome, awesome, awesome technique. I was looking for my spatula and it was in my hand the whole time. And then I'm going to clean my brush. I use a lot of the same brushes on set. Oh my god, just right here. In the face with alcohol.
Oh, that looks much better.
Make sure that your alcohol is pointing down towards the brush and not your model's eyeballs. Okay, look up. just going to pat our concealer over top of the pink. Not really trying to mix in the colors, but just trying to layer them. So the pink is going to be underneath, and then the skin tone, sort of orangey color, is going to be on top. And if you guys are wondering which concealer I used the Bobbi Brown Light Bisque concealer. I've had this concealer for a really long time. It's one of my favorites. Oh my god, amazing. Look at that. So we have nicely freshly done under eyes. Okay, next on the agenda, actually I lied. So I'm gonna do the glitter brow right away. And the reason why is because I'm gonna use shadow shields, and shadow shields stick to the skin and actually will remove any makeup that's underneath them. So instead of me doing the foundation, doing the shadow shields, and then having to blend off the line it's gonna create, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the glitter brow right off the bat so that I can do makeup around her face, and it's not gonna remove any makeup or anything like that. So I'm gonna be using shadow shields to create this look. Shadow shields are amazing. Basically, they're just like stick-on tissues that help prevent any kind of foliage or any kind of spillage from your makeup. So you can use them to create a really nice exaggerated line. You can use them for doing like a cut crease. You can use them for just about anything. This is a little bit more of like a peculiar way of using them, but this is what I did on Hailey, and this is how I got like a perfect line on each brow. So I'm gonna marry them together, and then I'm actually gonna custom create them for Maria's brow shape. So, I'm gonna take the corners off of this side, and then, amazing. And I'm gonna go with the curve of the brow. So for this look, it looks really cool if you can do like a straight line, but you don't wanna force a straight line. If your model's eyebrows are naturally arched, then you just wanna kind of work with the arch. So it's gonna go like right there. So good. And if you put them together like this in the beginning, you don't have to worry about making the other side exactly the same, because you already did, like a snowflake. So, all right guys, so I have our shadow shield on. Now I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna do a silver base underneath where I'm gonna put the glitter, and then I'm gonna use lash glue and then glitter to finish off the look. And these guys, it's okay if they come unstuck. Again, it is better if you have your model laying down to do this. So try to have your model laying down, unless you're trying to film a beauty tutorial. So I'm gonna use a Charlotte Tilbury gel, Legendary Brow Gel first, just to kind of tame her brows a bit and have them all going one way, because once I do the glitter brows, it's going to be hard for me to really touch her brows after. So if you're going to be filling in the brows, definitely do that now. I'm not going to fill in Maria's brows because she has amazing eyebrows naturally, and I really don't have to do any filling in, which is awesome. Thanks for that, Maria.
Yep.
I'm going to use an angled brush, and I'm going to use the Shu Uemura, I don't know what it's called. It's like a silver eyeliner, liquid liner. And this is gonna be my base. You don't have to have a base, but I always like to have depth in everything that I do, so why not?
Wow.
Have it in
that line alone is like, wow.
That's so true though. Alright guys, so I'm going to be using the Duo Brush On Lash Glue. This stuff is really handy for this look because it has a little applicator on it, so you can brush it exactly where you want to. After I did my base of silver, I'm just going to brush over that line with the lash glue, and this is what's going to keep the glitter on. So it's a really nice, it's like a guaranteed way of having this last for a long time. Well, as long as you don't wash your face, obviously. And this glue dries clear. I'm sure it looks like kind of bluish on screen, but yeah, it's gonna dry completely clear. Awesome, okay. Now the tricky part, the glitter. We have a saying in the makeup world, and that is that glitter is the herpes of all makeup, because once you open it and get it on your skin or in your kit, it never goes away, it gets everywhere. So again, that's kind of why I'm going right off the bat and doing this glitter right at the beginning, so that if it does fall on her face, which it most likely will because we're doing it with her seated up like this, I can get the glitter off. But if you do a look and you do everything perfectly and then you use glitter and it gets where it's not supposed to get, it's just such a pain in the ass trying to get it off afterwards. I always keep my glitter locked up in like two Ziploc bags when it's in my kit, so if it explodes, it doesn't get all over everything, and I highly recommend you do the same. So I'm gonna be using Makeup Forever glitter. This is one of my favorite glitter lines. It's so beautiful. I also believe it's non-toxic, which is nice, because not all glitter is non-toxic. So I'm gonna get you to sit up straight and uncross your legs for me. And I'm just gonna pat this glitter into your brows. And so you're gonna try to sit as still as possible, and you can have your hands like that if you want, it's totally up to you. So I'm gonna pat my brush into the glitter first, then I'm gonna kind of just wait for that foliage, and then I'm gonna tap it into the glue. And the nice thing about the shadow shields is it's gonna catch as much of the glitter as possible, and it's also going to create that nice edge, so you don't have to worry too much. I'd say focus more on not getting the glitter on her brows, I don't know if you guys can see that, and less on getting the glitter where you want it to go, because you can always clean it up after. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this one off first. Da, 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 da. Bam! If you want to turn and face the camera there and tilt your chin up and down so they can see, it's like a perfect line. It's so good. And you can come back to center, amazing. And we'll take this one off. Well, bam! Glitter brows. Perfect. So now once we put on the rest of the makeup, this is gonna look like a little bit more intentional, not super weird. Not that it even looks like that right now.
It's my everyday look.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That looks gorgeous.
So now I'm gonna do the foundation now that we have your glitter brows on. And I'm mixing two colors. I'm using the Touche Eclat YSL foundation, and I'm using BR20 and BR50, and I'm actually going to use the lighter colors on like your cheeks and the bridge of your nose, and then I'm going to use the darker colors around your forehead and on your chin, and so that we kind of get a really nice, perfect sort of shade. I always say it's good to have two shades of foundation anyways, so that when it's summertime, you have a foundation color ready on hand and you don't have to like rush to the store to get it. I'm also going to be using Max Fix Plus, and I'm going to spray this everywhere, and this is just going to help the foundation really set into the skin and not on it. I'm going to be repeating that a lot today because it's so important.
It smells really good.
Right? So you always want to blend your darker color first and then blend up into the lighter color afterwards. So I'm using my knockoff artist brushes that I got off AliExpress and I really like them for blending foundation colors. I don't use them on myself so much. I'm more of a hand applier versus a brush applier. I don't find I use a lot of the brushes, but I do like this big dense one just for buffing in foundation colors. I think it gives a really nice application. And if you see me scratching her face, I'm just trying to get the little glitters off that didn't want to come off with my fan brush. but it's looking pretty dang good. Your skin's looking fresh to death. Flawless. No more dark circles. You got crazy glitter brows. So now the next on our agenda is going to be cheeks and eyes. So I'm just gonna clean my hand off again. You're gonna notice me cleaning my hand off a lot because I usually forget. And I get it all over the model's clothes, all over my clothes. So,
and I mostly wear black, so.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna be using nude sticks for her lips and for her cheeks. It's a really nice cream lipstick color and it's multi-purpose. So you can use it anywhere. You can use it on your lips, your cheeks, your eyes.
It's such a nice color.
It's a really pretty color, right?
So pretty.
So again, I'm just like melting it down on my hand first. And then turn your face to the side for me. I'm just gonna pat it on the cheeks. Nice thing about cream blushes is that they have a really nice natural sheen to them. So you get a really beautiful application, and especially with the nude sticks. I don't know what they're called. Nudies, I think they're called. Oh, so pretty. And turn to the other side. Also, a really popular trend right now is matching your lips to your cheeks, which is kind of something that they used to do in the 80s, but now I guess we've adopted it in a different way. A lot less hot pink colors and more natural colors. Amazing.
They used to do that with nail polish and lipstick.
Oh gosh, outfits.
Yeah.
It's like all of the above.
Like all of the hints on you are all red. And
yeah, everything. Okie dokie. So now we're just gonna do a little bit of shadow on the eyes, not much. I'm gonna use this tan color here from the Kat Von D contour palette actually on the eyes, just to kind of neutralize any pinky tones in the eyes. Unwanted tones, just kind of brighten it up. I feel like when you do something as bold as a glitter brow, you don't really want to do anything else bold. It kind of like you want your brows to be the focus point, and you don't really want to overpower it with, you know, full like heavy eye or even like a bold lip. So that's why I chose really nice natural colors for your lips and for your cheeks. I am going to actually continue some of the rosiness onto your eyes just so you end up looking really nice and evenly flushed. So I'm gonna use the Revolution eyeshadow palette. I actually did a review on this in one of my beauty review videos, if you guys wanna check that out too.
Such pretty shades.
So with my finger, I'm gonna mix these two shimmery colors together, and then keep your eye closed. I'm just gonna tap it right where the pupil would be. That's a great trick for opening up the eye or making the eye look larger. Mari already has really nice big eyes, so you don't necessarily have to do that, but doing it anyways. It's also just a really nice kind of romantic look. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do in terms of eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna show off those beautiful lashes of yours. I'm gonna be using the Masterpiece by Max Factor. It's one of my favorite mascaras. So I always use a little fan brush for the tops of lashes, and that way you don't have to really like cake the mascara on too much.
Oh, so good.
Right? But then you can still...
Because I definitely cake it on too much trying to
get the tops of the lashes as well. Yeah, these little brushes are really handy, but it would be tricky doing it on yourself. I'm gonna use a little bit of loose powder to set the concealer underneath her eyes. I could have done that earlier, but I usually do it towards the end. I know a lot of people do baking and they leave it underneath there for 20 minutes, and I actually have seen that go seriously wrong.
Oh my god, who is that girl? Who's that girl?
Down.
Sorry, I'm gonna be like a basic bitch right now.
Don't even know. Okay, so I was just telling you guys about using the fan brush on the tops of the lashes. Now I'm gonna use them on the bottom, or use it on the bottom, so look up. And I always do mascara after I've powdered underneath the eyes, so that the mascara doesn't kind of run down and get all gross and grungy looking. You have freaking the best under eye lashes. You have better under eyelashes than most people have, like top eye lashes. I'm not even kidding. It looks so good. Like, they're so nice. I could just paint these all day. Yeah, exactly.
They're so long.
Exactly. All right, and then last but not least to our look, we're going to use a highlighter. So I'm gonna use the NARS Illuminator in Copacabana. Oh my God, that's such a fun word. And I'm just gonna tap this on sort of the highlights of the face. I'm gonna use my finger because I have no more clean brushes left.
No, because that's the way to go.
Yeah, exactly, and because that's the way to go. It's natural. Exactly, all natural. It's like all I ever say is like, oh, natural. So natural. Having glitter eyebrows is so natural. So I know I'm kind of breaking a lot of rules right now, going back and forth from like creams to powders, and I do things really out of order. I don't follow any rules. It works for me. It may not work for you, or it may work for you, but don't hate, because I know I'm not doing this classic Instagram makeup style. I'm doing it Jasmine Marinsky style, because that's always what I've been doing. Always doing my own thing. So right now I'm using, this isn't my own thing, this is a very popular palette, the Kat Von D Contour Palette. I'm just gonna go in now and kind of just contour in some more dimension into her face. This looks really beautiful in person, but on camera sometimes you need to make things a little bit more obvious for them to show. So I'm just going underneath the cheek here and then across the jawline. And I'm using this. All right, guys, so I'm finished. I always like to zhuzh the hair right before we do the final reveal, because hair always makes things just look that much more spectacular. So I'm gonna take my clips out, and then I'm just gonna put my hands in here and just zhuzh it up a little bit, and then look down for me. Bring it down, bring all the hair forward. And you can look up, ta-da! My beautiful Maria rocking the glitter brows. It looks so sick. If you want to work the face a little bit, I'll leave the floor to you.
Oh, thank you.
So, how do you like this look?
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I
did not think these glitter eyebrows would look as amazing as they do.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's subtle. It's subtle, but not subtle, right?
Yeah, and it looks amazing.
Would you go grocery shopping with this on your face?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that bad to say?
No!
I would love to go, like,
Not
I would
at
even
all.
go shoot in this. I don't even care. Like,
I get it,
hi,
girl.
Glitter eyebrows.
If I looked like you, I'd do all the things.
No, I absolutely love it. I did not think it would turn out the way that it did.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being my model, and thank you for sitting through this super long beauty tutorial on how to do glitter eyebrows. If you guys like this review and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and share. Wait a second, this wasn't a review. If you guys like this tutorial and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching, And we'll see you next time. Bye.